ihe na-eme n'Imo. Ndị eze ekelekwa m unu. Ndị PG nọ ga-ekele m unu. Our grassroots, and without you people, we are in our communities. I'm not one in our community. So I can let my distinguished colleagues, sole administrators of various councils, I can have Your Excellency, Obidiaya Uto, he never partially on the local governments and communities can bear witness to what you have done so far. Just like some traditional rulers said, you may have within 3 years, then the 4th year. And you get the opportunity of second time. Only God knows what you can do. And I know that inside your heart, you are telling the Nemo, they aren't seen nothing yet. And I know that with the maximum support of Nemo in all ramifications, you are going to do more for Nemo. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Is a Dr. Okeke, the royal father. Our royal fathers, we are proud to be in your midst today. We greet you. My fellow President-Generals of Imo State, Town Union, development of the grassroots. In the solar administrator, I make alone a special way. With our mommy, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy, will submit you. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we want to thank you in a very special way and manner. Thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity to be with you today. It's a thing of joy we've been longing to see your presence as President-Generals of Imo State, your children. For God willing, you gave us this opportunity. We say, may God continue to bless you and protect you. I want to thank you for including the President-Generals in the scheme of work in the state, for including us in the salary scale. If not for anything, we can have a lot as President-Generals. No matter how small it is or how big it is a big recognition. We honor you, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for the massive road construction in Imo State today. In the history of this state, no governor have ever done such massive construction. Taking it from Oru, have resolved as community leaders, because of your proactiveness, we are going to APC to all levels. Your Excellency, we have resolved that we are passing a vote of confidence in you, following your antecedents and your achievements. In the vote of confidence for the President-Generals, if you permit me to say, if you say we are passing vote of confidence in our governor, say aye. Aye. If you don't support it, say nay. The aye have it. Well,
clear terms of what you've done for Imo State. To say that distinguished Senator Uzodimma is divinely given to Imo State to govern and lead Imo in these trying and challenging times. And then he has shown uncommon courage, even in the face of all distractions. I want to thank you especially, Your Excellency. Today, the traditional rulers, they have expressed in clear terms, like I said before, their happiness over what you've done. Development of infrastructure. Imo has become a construction site under your leadership. Our roads are good. Now, courtesy of you. Your Excellency, the sole administrators, and indeed, even from the times of IMC chairman, you have made the local government functional. And our people are receiving dividends of democracy. We thank you so very much. I'm so elated and glad that without prompting, the PGs, they have given their unalloyed support. They have promised their continued support. What we have witnessed here today is that Igbo people are indeed happy with you. They are impressed with the level of development you have given us. We have done well in placing this state on the path of sustainable development. And we are happy. And I do know that, like they have said, God willing, by the time you pass through Imo as a governor for 8 years, Imo State will have reached enviable heights.
To speak to you, and this meeting is at my instance. And this meeting is from the bottom of my heart. The meeting is very critical. The reason being that a lot has happened in the past. For almost 3 years of my assumption of office as the governor of Imo State. And we are all living witnesses to the various incidences. Everything that has happened in Imo State, we as critical stakeholders, including the traditional rulers and the Pres.Generals of the various town unions, and other leaders in our various communities, there is no way you will define Imo State and its ownership without mentioning the traditional rulers, the Pres.Generals, and the leaders of every community. Initially, I was very reluctant calling this meeting. But you will also agree with me that as a governor, there are certain responsibilities I must not shy away from. My initial reluctance was because of the passion and relationship I have with traditional institutions, knowing that I have one in my house. But it has become very necessary. This meeting will be in 2 stages. After my initial speech, I will excuse the press. Then we can talk to ourselves heart to heart. But it has gotten to a point in Imo State that we cannot continue to fight insecurity if there is no sincerity and honest contribution from the traditional institutions and the leadership of the various communities represented by the town unions. The reason is very simple. We have a lot as a government we can do to put security in place. But no matter how great or technical our contributions may be, the only way it can work and work very well seamlessly is if this receiving end is honest and sincere. So it is time now for us to take stock and begin to take responsibilities for our actions and inactions, for what we did well in the past and what we didn't do well, and then come to the inevitable conclusion that we must take a decision of either to have a peaceful Imo State or a crisis-ridden Imo State. What will it benefit a governor or a traditional ruler if his empire is in crisis? You are only a leader if those you are leading are healthy and alive. No God-fearing governor will sit every day in his house or office and see his citizens being killed every day, day by day, and you expect the government to be happy. It is only through collective responsibility. What is politics? Nobody here is a traditional ruler because of political process. You are a traditional ruler because your initial mandate and the only sacred mandate is to defend and protect the heritage of our people. If those who came before you that are late now, I don't know what they are doing there, but I know that one of the things they are doing there will also be watching at or looking at what we are doing here. And in their mind, they will be asking, is this actually what these people are left behind supposed to do? Some of us are traditional rulers out of heritage. We inherited this too. Some are traditional rulers because the community trusts you and they have confidence in you. They have voted that you should go and represent their culture and tradition. There is no tradition anywhere in the world that supports the killing of their subjects indiscriminately. So I have gotten this fight of insecurity to a level that we must open up to ourselves. There are some of the things you are doing or some of the things you are not doing that is covertly or overtly, tacitly or directly supporting insecurity in Imo State. Has it not come to a time where we must beat our chest and say we must stop? The time to stop is now. Because from what I'm seeing, things that are supposed to be strange things Things that ordinarily when they happen, traditional rulers must pour libation to conjure the gods of the land to forgive, are happening every day, and nobody is saying anything. In the book of Chinese, everything's fall apart. The question is, has things fallen apart that the center can no longer contemplate? So we begin to know whether there is still an Imo state or no Imo state. If I'm a greedy government, if I have no interest in Imo state, I will take everything that belongs to Imo state in the name of crisis. I will even encourage the continuation and the continued happiness of crisis, killing, murder. How are you a traditional ruler? In your community, in your local government, somebody is beheaded, slaughtered, roasted, his body eaten as meat, and nothing has happened. You think the gods are happy? The gods of the land, they will ask questions, because okay, Adam, no, they are more. Okay, papa, legal no go by bar no pacha, a more unusual silence. Garaba Buka as a neighbor or Guinea. I imagine Abu Kronos Galalino state. Korean and Abu Kapata address. Keribani got up that book. Case in a traditional ruler. A Babu there for in their kingdom. It is not only government that dethrones a traditional ruler. The gods of the land can dethrone a traditional ruler. So when you can no longer get to your palace, it is dethronement. The question we must ask is dethronement by the gods of the land or by government? So it is not over. And I'm almost certain that because of the caliber of human beings we have as traditional rulers in Imo State, there is none that if he is really ready and willing, that cannot defend his empire. So why can't we take up the challenge? If not for what you will tell me as a government, what you will tell the gods, the elders, the dead people, the spirits you represent. Politics will come and go, but our tradition will remain. You were traditional rulers when the military were in power. You were traditional rulers when MPL was in power. They were traditional rulers when MPP, call it NRC, call it PDP, any political party, they will come and go, but you are still remains. Because as you are, your children are looking up to that stool. They are watching you. So how do we now become gallant traditional rulers? Because only gallant people are traditional rulers. By history, by tradition, by the culture and the heritage of our people. You are not a traditional ruler if you are not a courageous man. Only courageous and intelligent people are traditional rulers. And when a salt has lost its taste, is no longer salt. How can we be going into an election that will decide who will be the president of Nigeria? And all over the country, every state is talking of preparing, getting ready to go and vote. And in the southeast, and particularly Imo State, all we hear is that people are going to sit at home. There will be no election. What a blind nonsense. And they want me to sit down and be clapping for who? I appreciate that it is a violent kind of situation and crime. But with proper understanding and good intellectual contribution, we will find a solution. Kiri konye ze gesi ya nyo maka wan awu mamba oya agaju ya ni. Submit to yourself to you na more this. Strange things are happening. What a humiliation. What a humiliation. Ono no gaga bundeze colleagues onu. Babu ha for nothing. Odiko woko game. Neither the council, nor colleagues, nor associates has been vocal in condemning the action. So the question is, where is therefore sympathy? Where is sympathy? So all we are saying is that we will go into a closed session because I thought that we can sit back, watch people repent on their own so we can have peace. It has gotten to a point that we must do something before it is too late. I met an Imo State that was almost gone. We are living witnesses. When I came here, the whole entire state was thinking. No road to drive their cars. Poverty was everywhere. Workers were scattered. Ministries were not ministries. Traditional rulers were treated as students. Strange things became our tradition and way of life. Our tradition and culture were jettisoned to the dustbin. We embark on a repair journey. Let us bring back what we are doing for. And that is what we are doing. A traditional ruler is like Caesar. Shakespeare says Caesar's wife is above suspicion. But by our own tradition here, a traditional ruler is the alter ego. He's everything. Growing up as children, we almost believe that they speak with the gods. They go into their palace, comes out to tell us what the gods, or those who died before that time, are saying. So why should we allow our heritage to be destroyed? It is no longer about me, neither is it about you, nor the President-General, nor the sole administrator. But what are we going to leave behind? Because after 60, any other thing is overtime. What of the people, our children from 5 years upward? What will be remembered for? And if you look at that year's too, count to the last 3 or 4 persons that were there as traditional rulers. Check their history, and then look at your own history you leave behind. Now it is your decision to confirm whether the size of the shoe is fit for you to wear or not. We must rise. We must get up. We must get up. It doesn't matter how many years you are the governor or how many years you are the traditional ruler. But what is important is that when you are no longer there, what will you be remembered for? That is the bank of the matter. What will you be remembered for? You know where they kidnap people and go and keep, sometimes behind their house. And they were asking for ransom. It has gotten to an extent that even children now want to kidnap their parents just for money. So tomorrow is the election on Saturday. And we must be like other people who have brought in security to the extent that government can do to occupy the space. But I know as a traditional ruler, you are supposed to also to have your own local security, working with the President-Generals of the community. Before I came, President-Generals were not recognized by any government. But I know as a matter of fact, I was once a President-General of my community. I know that a responsible President-General, working with his traditional rulers, a team, will help to put peace in the community. Because the job of the President-General is different from the job of the traditional ruler. But they are complementary to each other. They are only complementary to each other. So because I needed to encourage President-Generals to spend time to help the traditional rulers to keep peace in their communities, I decided to recommend that the President-Generals be given allowances on a monthly basis, if not for anything, so that they can buy their fuel. Even that the allowances, I will increase it today. Now Nigeria wants to conduct census. And you know how highly populated Igbo. And with all this nonsense, the next thing now we will move from being a majority tribe to a minority tribe. Because they will come here and they won't see anybody to count. And then you expect me to be happy as a governor. And my people are losing their assets. So we must come out. Those people who are sponsoring people like Simon Ekpa, telling our people not to come out, to come and vote. Because they think that if our people vote, they will ask for our right. Are we not qualified to produce a president in Nigeria? Then how can we produce the president if we are not working with our partners and brothers and sisters? So let us agree. I know that the traditional rulers is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice because a lot of limitations. There are some lifestyle that ordinarily that you will interest you. But because of the office, you will not be able to do that kind of lifestyle anymore. There are some businesses you can do to become super rich, but because of the office, you may not be able to do those businesses. There are places traditional rulers cannot go and wait. But the program and process of survival requires that people should go there and wait before they make money. So I understand this limitation. But then the office goes with an honor that is equal to nothing, cannot be compared to anything. The office is an honorable office that must be respected. So before I excuse the media, we will talk local government by local government. So we know also those who are no longer interested in being traditional rulers, if they exist, or those who want to resign as Town Union President-Generals. But I cannot sit down here, fold my arms, and allow him to slip off. God forbid. That day will not come. That day will not come. So we must recover our place. We've had government. In 1979, traditional rulers were highly respected. Just yesterday, I recall with sense of history. Hades and Bakwe worked with traditional rulers. I recall the activities of Ojak Bandit in communities that were quarreling on who would be the traditional ruler. It was a national event. We all participated. What has changed? What has taken away the respect people are supposed to give to traditional institutions? Maybe we need consultants that will work on this. I want to thank some of you too, who genuinely have been committed, who also vocally has condemned the incidents that have been happening in Imo State. And also congratulate some of you who survived the various attempts to kidnap you or to kill you. The traditional ruler who spoke with Genesis, it was just God. God, otherwise, has he stayed more than 20 minutes, he will not be here with us today. So God was able to rescue him. You know of Obi of Okodo. You know how Ezekiel was humiliated. These are our respected traditional rulers. So are we going to allow this to continue? The time to stop it and end it forever, is it not now? We first agree that we still need Imo State, then we'll talk of election and politics. The President-Generals, are you people here? You are able to bring out your people to vote? They will.